Hey, if at any point at any time, man, you ever find yourself needing fast and reliable grinding services, go ahead and hit on my man Cliff over on his Twitter at Cliff2_3. I guarantee he'll take care of you, man. My #1 vouch in the community. Yo, what's going on, everybody? It's your boy, call me Meech, and I'm back here again with another NBA 2K22 Myteam video for you guys, man. So today's video, we got a little something. For y'all, man. All right, I decided to drop some knowledge on y'all going into the new season. All right, so that's what we're gonna be getting into today, man. We're gonna be talking about XP. All right, we're gonna be talking about some of the easiest ways to kind of, like farm your XP and stuff with the different requirements and stuff like that you need. I'm gonna be going over the ways that I do it. I mean, I would say that I'm a pretty efficient grinder, and I get through these agendas pretty quick, man. So I'm gonna just be dropping some knowledge. Like I said, I mean, you may have more knowledge than me. I don't know, man. I don't know. All I know is that I get it done pretty good. So if you having some trouble getting it done, I'm gonna just drop what I know and kind of teach y'all some different things, man. So before we go ahead and get into all that content, man, be sure, if you are new to the channel, go ahead and hit that subscribe button and hit the bell notification. That way you do not ever miss a new video. And if at any point during this video helps you, or you just vibe with the channel, whatever the case is, man, go ahead and hit that like button, as it does help us get recommended. All right, so what we are specifically going to be going over, man, and like I said, I'm gonna try to get through this. I don't like to keep y'all for too long, man. I don't like to keep y'all sitting here waiting, so I'm gonna try to get through it as fast as I can. We are going to be going through the easiest ways to get get through these agendas, man, because season 4 right around the corner. People gonna be grinding for level 40. You don't want to be spending all your time doing this stuff, man. So I mean, hey, let's just go ahead and kind of go over how to do it. Now, specifically what we're going to be doing is going over how to get, everything includes something. So, if you look into these, you got, you have to get points here, you have to get rebounds here, blocks here. There's stuff where you need specifically threes. There are things where you need specifically dunks, steals, blocks, all that type of stuff, man. So I'm gonna be going over the ways that I kind of get all this stuff done. Now, we're going to be doing it on current gen, man. Honestly, I'm going to personally say that all of the points, assists, rebound, all that stuff is easier to meet on current gen, besides the blocks. The blocks are way easier on next gen, but that's really like the only thing really that is really easier on next gen, I would say. So we're going to be doing it on current gen, man. If you aren't on current gen, I don't know what to tell you. No, I'm kidding, man. It's some easy ways to do it, but this is going to be specifically current gen. Is what I usually use to get a lot of my XP done. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get right into it. We're going to start with points. All right, man. So getting right into points, I'm gonna just use 3 of my cards or whatever. And what I'm doing, actually, let me show you. I'm actually just going into triple threat offline. To be honest, man, you can do this in any mode. You can start farming points and domination, all this stuff. But if you're talking about just strictly XP, the easiest way to get XP and stuff like that, man, it is triple threat offline. It's triple threat offline. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and start a game here. We are gonna first go into points. Kind of talk about some of the easiest ways to get all different styles of points, or whatever the case is. All right, man, so starting this off, what we're gonna be talking about is points. All right, so the first thing we're gonna be talking about is, just simply points. I'm not gonna go over that. You all can score in the multitudes of ways, whether you're dribbling around a defender, whatever the case is, man. Points are points. So let's just talk about threes. All right, so one of the easiest way to get threes, and I'm gonna pause it right here. One of the easiest ways that I get threes, and it's really going to depend on who you are trying to score with. So I'm going to score right here with Allen Iverson. What I would do personally, guys, is to take one step in here into this 3-point line, hit back on your right trigger to do a step back and shoot the ball. All right, now you see I got a pretty heavy contest right there. Thank you, Hakeem. But just see it again here. Okay, so you take 1 foot step in here, you're going to pull back on your right trigger and then just let the ball go. 9 times out of 10, man, you should really just knock that down with ease. It should really be a no-brainer. It's just depending on the card you go with. Now, I'm gonna play a little bit of defense here. I guess not. Russ is dunking all over my head. The next thing you can do, okay, if you still need threes, you can inbound the ball. Now what you do from the middle of the court with your point guard, so not the person you need to score with, just whoever has the ball, you're gonna hit L1 or LB on Xbox. All right, now what you're gonna do, let's say I needed points with Carmelo Anthony. What I would do is that I will run right in between his defender right here and pass him the ball. Bam, usually a wide open three. So for 3-pointers, let me just say that's pretty much the easiest way that I go ahead and I get my threes. Okay, it's either the step back from the middle, or you would use the pass and screen away option, and then you would go and basically just run in between that defender, pass him the ball. Most times you get a 3. All right, now let's talk about layups. All right, and I want you to pay close attention because I use this a lot. Okay, this is going to go into a lot of the types of things. Now you're also going to notice that this is going to go hand in hand with assist as well. Okay, so using that same technique of the pass and screen away, so from the middle of the floor you pass and screen away, this is what you're going to do. Okay, now let's say you needed dunks. Okay, what you can do is you can go, now sometimes they run away, I'm trying to get the ball to Hakeem, so you go pass and screen away, and then you go right in between here. You know what, never mind, this is not going to work. I'm going to chuck up a random shot because Hakeem keeps cutting down. He's actually starting to piss me off. All right, so I'm just going to sit here and let them score, whatever the case is, and we're going to get the ball back. Now we're going to try it again. All right, Hakeem, stop making me look bad for my video, man. All right, you're going to go pass and screen away, so L1 and L1. What you're going to do is run in between the man and the defender. Now you get in post up position holding L2. Okay, now this is where current gen comes into play. Okay, because you're going to need the back cut. Now I don't care that I'm turning the ball over. I'm trying to simply explain this as simply as I can. So if I turn the ball over, I really don't care too much. Okay, so I'm going to go to this again. I'm going to go a little bit faster so he doesn't cut. So you go pass and screen away. Okay, you come in between the basket and his man. Now you're going to hold triangle to make him back cut. Okay, you just hold triangle, kind of back into his defender, let it go. Bam, there goes a dunk. As you can also see, that is an easy assist as well. Okay, now I'm gonna come back over here again. What you're gonna do, you're gonna go L1. Okay, you come in between the man and defender, you go in the post up position with L2. Now you just hold triangle for the back cut, you let them go, and sometimes you get the ball stolen, but you get it. You get what I'm saying. Okay, that is, oh my god, give me that. That is a way to get dunks. Now the other way you can get dunks, and this sometimes helps when your guy doesn't have a very good like driving dunk or standing dunk, or if you just want to make sure he actually dunks the ball, you do the same thing. You go L1 and L1. You're gonna come in between the man and defender, and Hakeem, if you don't stop cutting, man, I'm going to get back. All right, I'm gonna try to go in between Melo. You know what, chuck, we're chucking because my players don't want to listen to me. All right, so get back on defense. We're getting back on defense, and they're gonna score. Okay, cool. Now this is the other way, it's a lob method. Okay, so you're gonna hit L1 and L1. All right, you're gonna make them go to the corners. Now you go in between the man, you get in that post up position. Now what you're gonna do, you're gonna call for the back cut, but you're gonna fake this pass and then double tap triangle to hit it. So it's a lot going on there. I'm gonna explain it really quick and then I'm gonna show it to you again. What you're doing once you get in the post up position and you hold triangle for the back cut, you have to hit triangle and circle or Y and B on Xbox to do the fake pass. The fake pass is going to cancel out to make sure that they do not pass the ball to the cutting man, and then you're going to double tap triangle. All right, so we're going to kind of try to string that together a little bit quicker and kind of put it all together. So you inbound the ball. Okay, inbound the ball here, you do your pass and screen away, so L1 and L1 or LB and LB. Now you're going to get in between the man, the defender right here. Now call for your back cut, holding triangle and circle is the pass fake, double triangle or double Y, that is going to throw the alley-oop. Okay, so that's an easy way to farm your assists. That's an easy way to farm your dunks if you need to, or you can just simply completely let them go for the back cut, obviously, and then let him finish. All right, now you can use the same thing if you need layups with a person. So same thing, guys, you just get right in between this man right here in the post up position, you hold triangle, you're gonna let him actually cut, pass it to him, and then you just take your hand off the turbo and you finish with square or X on the Xbox for a layup. Okay, so that is a big thing for farming all of your types of points. Okay, so we did 3-pointers, we did dunks, we did layups, and then we also just rounded out the assist in there. Okay, so what I'm actually going to do here is I'm going to let this game go through. I'll be back, and then we're going to go ahead and touch on rebounding. All right, back here at the screen. Okay, now one of your main things with rebounding that you would want to do, so like you want to make the card that you really need the rebounds with to be the taller person. So even if I was using Iverson to get rebounds, which that wasn't to be on level 40, I would come into my point guards and I will find point guards that are shorter than him. So I will put him in, let's say like Trae Young and Kemba Walker. You know, I will use those as the main guys. But for the sake of the video, we're not going to do all that. We're just going to talk about how we go ahead and get in rebounds. So let's start this game and let's get right into our rebounding method. All right, guys, so getting into the game with rebounding now, this can help a lot. This actually helped me using when I was doing the Josh Giddey triple doubles and things like that. So this is how I kind of help get those rebounds to get those triple doubles, or just rebounding in general. Okay, so go ahead and follow along with me. We're going to be kind of comboing up some things from beginning, and we're going to put it together. All right, so first thing we're going to do is we're going to do our pass and screen away. Okay, so L1 and L1, or LB and LB. We're going to do our same thing where we're going ahead and getting into that post up position right here. Now, what you're going to do, you're going to call for the back screen, throw the pump fake. And now what you're going to do is hold square. Okay. Literally going to hold square to force yourself to miss. Okay. Now, the timing of this is actually very, very pivotal. Okay, so I didn't do it that time. So what you want to do is you want to get in between here again. Okay, you're going to get in between here. Now you're going to call for your back cut, throw the pump fake, and you're going to try to shoot it. Now the key, and as you can see, it's not going to work 100% of the time. Sometimes they are going to go ahead and get the rebound, which Kareem's being very annoying and would not get out the way. But the timing of it is you want to go ahead and throw the pump fake really quick and throw up the shot when this defender, so Melo's defender, is on my back. So I'm calling for it, I pump fake, I'm shooting it now, because as you can see, Melo has the position in front of him and he should be getting these rebounds. But you know, right now Kareem is actually just making me look like a damn fool, and he's just grabbing every board. Okay, but more times than not, because you're holding square to shoot up a very late, it should fall on the side with Melo. So I'm calling for the back screen, I throw the pump fake, I get this very late, and bam, there it goes. And all you'll have to do is reset. So sometimes I'll come out here, I'll go back here, I'll go pass and screen away again, I'll come right back and I'll do the same thing. So I'm in a post up position, call for the back cut, fake, throw up the very late, and there goes Melo with another rebound. Okay, so that's pretty much what we are doing for our rebounds. Like I say, again, pass and screen away, you get in between right here into your post up, back fake, pump fake, throw it up, bam. As you can see, this is how you farm up the rebounds. This can help you, especially with those triple doubles. Okay, so when you're finding it pretty hard to get the triple doubles, usually it's the rebounds that's the main thing, because you can get the points, you can get the assists pretty good, but the rebounds is the hard part. But this is the way you kind of farm some of those rebounds. Okay, so the next thing we're actually going to go into, and like I said, man, if I'm going a little bit too fast, go ahead and pause the video, rewind, whatever you have to do. But I do want to go ahead and kind of get through as much as this as quickly as I can. So the next thing we're going to kind of be talking about, we went over points, we went over assists, we went over rebounds. Now we're going to go over blocks. Okay, so blocks are a little bit annoying. Like I said, the blocks are a lot easier on next gen, but we're talking about current gen here. Okay, so what you're going to be doing for blocks, and I'm going to touch on this as well, because for the blocks, you kind of want, you know, you want the guy that you're getting blocks with really to be the tallest person. You want him to be acting as the center, but it doesn't always have to be that way. You're simply going to be baiting the computer into the paint and just trying to get the block. Okay, so like for instance, Kareem is right here, so I'm just going to kind of get out the way and let him come in to the paint. And as you can see, Melo helped there and kind of just threw off everything. But normally what happens is that you just kind of move out the way. You really want him to come into the paint, and then at that point you're just trying to get a block. Now I know that may be very simple, but let's just face it, some guys don't know that, you know, there's methods to really make the AI kind of do what you want them to do. So don't really think about that stuff. So this may be new to some of you, but you know, it's not new to everybody. But the guys who need this, you know, you can take this and you can do what you wish with it. So I'm just going to shoot up shoot up a 3 here with AI. And again, what you're doing, the guy you need blocks with, you just want your man to go into the paint. So move out the way, let him get into the paint, let him get the ball. You kind of want to make it seem like he's open. And as you can see, sometimes they're going to do a lot of stuff here. But at this point, you're just kind of trying to follow and get that AI to really go into the paint thinking he has a wide open lane. And then at that point, you're just going to go ahead and block. So I'm going to try to get a block here on Kareem. He's just being very annoying. So as you can see, Kareem's coming this way. I'm doing whatever I can to let him get the ball in the paint. Sometimes you're out of position, but like I said, this is going to be honestly your best way to get the blocks. Now, another thing that you could do in terms of your lineups, you can either have the guy you want blocks with to be your tallest guy, or you can have him be the shortest guy. What that's going to do, let's say I needed blocks with Hakeem. I can put Hakeem in with 2 bigger centers. So, you know, if there's a Porzingis, I may put him in, and let's just say like a Bobo. They're both taller than Hakeem. That will make Hakeem technically your point guard. And what that would do, so like Hakeem would technically be guarding Dave Bing, you know, and at that point, he's a shorter player. So when you bait him into the lane to score, he's going to be doing a layup more times than not. And at that point, it's easier blocks than, as you can see, I'm having a tough time with Hakeem. But that is another method you can do. So kind of altering your lineups to really get what you know, need to get done, kind of making the computer generate lineups that are favorable for you is best. So like, let's say if I was doing this and now, see, it's a way easier block. So if Hakeem was my point guard and they put Dave Bing in, as you can see, it is easier to get blocks. All right, now we went over points, we went over assists, rebounds, and blocks, kind of the way I do it. Now the last thing we're going to be talking about is steals, man. And steals, I'm gonna just be completely honest with you, it is not the easiest thing to do in the world at all. It's really not. So for steals, what you're going to be trying to do, what you're going to try to do is get what we call bump steals. Now, mostly everybody knows what bump steals are, but it's basically you're trying to run your player in front of the ball handler's ball hand and tapping square to get the steal. Okay, now it works better with smaller players, but we don't always have a smaller player. What you want to do is you want to have whoever you need your steals with to be your point guard. So you want him to be the smallest guy on the court technically. Okay, now this is what it's going to look like, and this is really the easiest way you're going to be able to do this. So what you want to do is you really want to try to score, okay, because this is going to be the easiest off of made possessions. Okay, now I'm going to pause it right here. Okay, because what you're going to do is when they inbound the ball, okay, you want to start off to the side and you basically want to see what way he's going with the ball and attack that side. So just watch very closely here what I do with Allen Iverson. Okay, I'm off to the side, I see him dribbling, he's going this way. What I'm gonna try to do is to get over into that pocket and steal the ball. Okay, as you can see, did not do a good job here, but we're gonna keep letting this roll. Like I said, you want it to be off makes. Okay, so as you see, he's getting the ball. I want to try to attack the whatever side the ball hand is on. You want to try to get in front of that man and try to get the thing. Okay, now what I like to do sometimes when if I can't score anymore, I'll just run out of bounds. Okay, I'll run out of bounds so they actually take the ball out, and then as you can see, he's dribbling to this side. So as you can see, I almost had the steal that time. Okay, now I'm just gonna run out of bounds again, so you can kind of keep seeing what I'm attempting to do. Okay, so again, he's inbounding the ball. I'm gonna see what way he's dribbling with the ball. He's on this side. As you can see, steals are probably the hardest thing to farm in this game, I'm not gonna lie, unless they have a weak ball handler. Which one thing you can definitely do is you can place the card you need in with 2 golds, or you know, something like that to make the matchups a little bit weaker. Sometimes you'll get a worse ball handler, it'll be easier to get your steals. Okay, but again, all you're doing, so he's attacking this side, I want to get over on that side and hit our steal button. Okay, now it's looking really bad because I'm not getting a steal yet, but that's because Dave Bing is a pink diamond. So for the sake of the video, what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to end this game right here. I'm going to try to get a worse ball handler and kind of show you it all in action and see how it works. All right, guys. So really quick, back at the menu here. So like, for instance, as I was saying, you want your main guy to be the point guard. And if you're trying to get steals, let's say you need steals with Allen Iverson. Let's just say you need steals with Allen Iverson. You want to put him in with 2 bigger people. So as long as they're taller than Allen Iverson, it's okay. And let's just say I'm going to put in the weakest guys I can. So I'm going to put in Haslam. And then as a center gold, I'm going to put in, like I said, my lowest overall. I'm going to do something like this. Okay. Now, let's see who our matchups is. And this is kind of makes sense when we see who the matchup is. So we get matched up. We got Ja, and then we got 2 golds. So that's not really the matchup we wanted because Ja's actually good. But a lot of times you'll get, you know, maybe like a Ruby or something, and it'll be a little bit easier. But we're still gonna try to, you know, farm a few steals here, just to see if we can show it in action on the bump steal. So you want it to be on the make. Now again, you're gonna start over to the side, see what way Ja's going with the ball, and then you're just gonna attack that hand. Like I said, it's gonna be harder against good ball handlers, but you just have to kind of keep at it, man. Like I said, they nerfed these steals, so it is a lot harder. It is a lot harder to get those now, unfortunately. But yeah, I mean, you gotta make it do what it do. Okay, so I'm gonna try to score again here. See if I can at least get one of these bump steals so you can actually see what it looks. So I'm gonna start over here, wait till Ja dribbles, and then I want to attack the hand right there. There it goes. As you can see, as soon as he put the ball over in front of my face, that's when I attack. You can also attack on the fast break right here and sometimes get it. It is not gonna work every time. So let's just see really quick one more time, because like I said, I'm not trying to waste you all's time, man. I just kind of want you all to see it in action. Let me just see if I can get another one here on Ja. So I'm gonna start off to the left here to try to force him to go right. And as he goes right, I'm gonna sprint over in front of him, and bam, right in front of his ball hand, we do get the steal. Okay, so there you have it, man. We went over points, all type of points, you know, dunks, layups, and threes. We went over assists, rebounds, blocks, and steals. Pretty much every single thing that they would ask you to do inside of this XP. Now, if it's stuff online, man, you're just gonna have to deal with that yourself. But if it's anything you can do offline, that is pretty much the easiest way to really get those done, man. It's the way I do it, and like I said, I think I get it done pretty quick and efficiently. So I just wanted to go ahead and throw those tips out there, man. Hopefully that video did help somebody out, man. If you have any questions or anything like that, if I didn't explain something fully, just go ahead and leave a comment down in the comment section, man. Glad to help anybody out. But like I said, man, hopefully that helps somebody out. If you are new to the channel, hit that subscribe button, hit the bell notification, man. But until next time, we out.